know this lady is absolutely mentally insane, and she lies about virtually everything. But is she also physically sick? As the presidential campaign enters its final stages, probing questions have emerged about the health condition of Hillary Clinton. Hillary's bizarre, erratic behavior on the campaign trail, culminating with last week's perplexing short-circuit comment, has left many wondering whether she's seriously ill.
What I told the FBI, which he said was truthful, is consistent with what I have said publicly. So I may have short-circuited, and for that, I will try to clarify.
Hillary has at multiple times had convulsions that appear to be seizures on camera, including a series of seemingly inexplicable coughing fits.
This is what happens as you get the...
Yes.
Well, you know what? I won't hold you on here any longer because you probably could use some water there. Hillary Clinton live from New York.
I talk way too much. I don't think so. There is a lot of oppression against women that we have to address. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
This frequently referenced video alleging that Hillary may have seizure-like conditions emerged several weeks ago and has so far failed to lead to a conclusive explanation whether Hillary may have ongoing health problems and potential residual after effects from a blood clot in her brain sustained 3 years ago. Recalling in January 2013, CNN reported that then Secretary of State Clinton was treated with blood clot thinners at a New York hospital to help dissolve a blood clot in her head. Back then, doctors were confident she would make a full recovery. Her spokesman, Philip Raines, said, Clinton was admitted to New York Presbyterian Hospital on Sunday due to the clot that was discovered during a follow-up exam related to a concussion she suffered this month. Her doctor said in a statement, the clot was located in the vein between the brain and the skull behind Clinton's right ear and did not result in any stroke or neurological damage. Going further back in 2005, then Senator Hillary fainted during a speech in Buffalo, New York, where she received medical attention on site. According to her staff, the room was cleared and Clinton immediately received medical attention from, among others, a doctor who attended the event. And so, questions about Hillary's health remain, especially after photos emerged over the weekend showing an uneasy Hillary trying to climb the stairs. This has led to further speculation about the identity of a man allegedly part of her Secret Service, who some have dubbed as her handler, and a person who's supposedly her personal doctor. Some say this is a picture of Hillary and her handler before he joined the Secret Service. We saw this guy during Hillary's recent freeze-out. In this video, Hillary's handler always appears to be ready to reassure Hillary, moving Secret Service agents out of the way and urging her to keep talking.
You okay? Keep talking, you handle it, we're not going anywhere.
Okay, here we are. Okay, we'll keep talking.
Further adding to the mystery, and even mainstream media has picked up on this, there's an unconfirmed report that this so-called handler appears to be carrying a diazepam pen. The device in question is a diazepam auto-injector pen, and it's used for acute, repetitive seizures. So what do you guys think? We all know Hillary is crazy. She's a statist. She's completely involved in the Trilateral Commission and the Council on Foreign Relations. And she has a wonderful relationship with the New World Order United Nations. But how about her health? Do you think she's physically fit enough to act as America's next puppet president?
Director Comey said that my answers were truthful and what I've said is consistent with what I have told the American people. Director Comey said that my answers were truthful and what I've said is consistent with what I have told the American people. About health care. We need to make what we've got work really well and improve it and get the costs out of an upward spiral
About health care. We need to make what we've got work really well and improve it and get the costs out of an upward spiral of an upward spiral.
Take a look at this photograph. This is now floating around social media, causing quite a stir. The headline is "Something hidden in Hillary's leg may cost her the election." Now, this comes to us courtesy of Paris Swede for Liberty Writers News, who reports that Hillary's health concerns have just been taken to the next level. Now, they write here that it states, "We know now why she wears pantsuits all the time." They state here that the word on the street is that in her pantsuit, she is hiding a hidden catheter, and it's pissing on her election chances. Those are their words. They state, "For the uninformed, a catheter is a device that's used to empty one's bladder." They say this is why she had to use the restroom with another woman during the Democratic primary debate. That's an interesting note. They state here, quote, "The way the tube wraps around Hillary's leg is exactly how a Foley catheter is positioned." They state that the tube leads to a sticky patch just above the knee that has a little plastic clamp that holds the tube as it goes into the drainage bag down on the calf. That's according to a nurse's account. It says here that it was rumored that she had early onset Parkinson's disease as well. Now, this new revelation, they state, confirms that she does. So you can see, actually, you can see the outline of the tube on her pant leg right there. You can just make it out. You can see the dark line around her pant leg there, which would certainly indicate something is causing the shifting of her pants. So there you have it. If this is in fact true, as this nurse has stated through the identification in this picture, that this is early onset Parkinson's, this could cost her the election.
Now hold on. You ain't the first son of a bitch to wake up out of their dream.
So I may have short-circuited. So I may have short-circuited.
Brother, life's a bitch.
Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuning into AMTV Alternative Media Television. It is Monday, August, some random day in 2016, and Hillary Rodham Clinton's health is in serious jeopardy. She's in serious trouble. I don't know if you've seen the pictures lately, but she looks like death. And I really hope that she feels better, but it's pretty obvious that she can't run for the President of the United States. And unfortunately, she's just not going to make it as the first vagina in Commander-in-Chief. It's a shame because the liberal feminist left is really promoting this right now. They don't care about her credentials, the fact that she continues to lie. People like Christopher Stevens have been found dead in Benghazi, several other Americans, that she's burned over 30,000 of her emails, running a private infrastructure email server, only to blame a black guy by the name of Colin Powell. Isn't that totally racist? Hillary Clinton would blame a black man for the 30,000 plus emails that she allegedly, well, not allegedly, factually deleted. But her allegation is that Colin Powell said it was okay. No, he didn't. Also, former mayor of New York, Mayor Giuliani, says that Hillary looks very ill. Says just do a general Google search on Hillary illness or Hillary Clinton illness and you'll find out the truth. She was walking some kind of like rally or something. She only made it 1 block and she looked like death. Again, my heart goes out to Hillary Rodham Clinton. It's unfortunate she won't be the first vagina and thief to be the President of the United States.
I think Hillary's tired. I do. When I saw Hillary at the press conference sitting down with the police, with the Democrat-appointed police chiefs, pretending she's pro-police, it was one of the most pathetic press conferences I've ever seen.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, she looked sick. Number two, she looked completely uncomfortable saying anything pro-police. And number three, it was a complete joke because she was surrounded by 4 or 5 Democratic-appointed political police chiefs. We know. Just go ask any cop right out there. We know who the police are supporting.
Now, what is her campaign suggesting? They're suggesting that it's all based in conspiracy theory. Yeah, that's right. Just like it was a right-wing conspiracy that her husband had sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. Remember when she said that on the Today Show?
The great story here, for anybody willing to find it and write about it and explain it, is this vast right-wing conspiracy that has been conspiring against my husband since the day he announced for president.
Yep, total bullshit and a total lie. You see, this person, Hillary Rodham Clinton, has nothing to do with her being a woman or having a vagina, is not only an ill person, but a very, very disgraceful, unauthentic person. Remember her whole position on the gays? She was anti-gay, but now she's pro-gay. She was anti-gay, but now she's pro-gay because it, helps her poll numbers. Even Julian Assange, holed up at the Ecuadorian embassy, was, and this looked like an attempt on his life. Just within the last 24 hours, there was some kind of like spy or something climbing a building, probably hired by Hillary Rodham Clinton, because hasn't he said that he's going to unearth more and more bombshells about Hillary Rodham Clinton. Again, Debbie Wasserman Schultz had to step down, completely roiling the DNC party, which proved that these politicians were conspiring against Bernie Sanders, who was bought and paid for from the very beginning, so he could buy a third home. Yeah, that's right. People say, oh, Christopher Green, Christopher, Bernie Sanders isn't a socialist. Why do you keep calling him a socialist? He's a democratic socialist. Yeah, he just, invents all these new terms. He's a democratic socialist. Yeah, he was really going to win. Nope. Just like the Libertarian Party candidate Gary Johnson will not win. He does not have a chance. The only thing he's doing is stealing votes away from
Oh, okay. He leans in, he leans and she kisses Barack Obama. Instead, how could she not have seen Bill moving in? That wasn't just an... Let's slow-mo this, shall we?
I mean, yeah, it appears that she saw him go in for the kiss. He was all puckered up.
Right, he's puckering.
And Bill gets that red face when he gets all angry.
He touches and shoves the...
Well, let me explain the world order. Let me help you win your spurs.
Because it creates a political vacuum in the future, sets a precedent for future candidates competing with this phony one-party system. It's not a two-party. If it was, the Republicans would actually be supporting Donald Trump, but they're not. They're against him, which tells you that's why you should support him. So Hillary Clinton's campaign is in decline. Her health is in decline. None of this is a conspiracy theory. She's obviously had these crazy seizures on camera that nobody can explain. She, of course, had a factual blood clot in 2012. She's on Coumadin. She's being treated with 1950s styles drugs, according to Dr. Drew on his recent radio show. So obviously this is spinning out of control. Obviously it's a very, very serious issue. But the mainstream media, going to pull a rabbit out of their hat because they have nothing left, are going to call it a quote-unquote conspiracy theory. Just like Hillary Clinton called it a conspiracy theory prior to the revealing of her philanderer husband and his relationship with Monica Lewinsky in the Oval Office. Not to mention countless other women that he's been accused of raping. Yep, that's the feminist, all right, the pro-gay feminist. Yep, she's really pro the people. She just flip-flops on all these issues all the time. At the end of the day, who cares what she does? Who cares that she blew up her email server, right? Who cares that Christopher Stevens and several other Americans are dead? Who cares that Khazar Khan's son is dead as a result of the war that she's promoted? The war specifically in Iraq, and also the continuation of the same George W. Bush wars in places like Afghanistan, and brand new wars, by the way, in places like Syria and what's boiling over in Ukraine. I put out a warning over the weekend on that. Very, very serious trouble. Former Mayor Rudy Giuliani has pointed this out, among many other people. Colin Powell is essentially calling Hillary Clinton a liar. No, he did not recommend that she create her own email infrastructure, Gmail accounts, to communicate classified material back and forth with the State Department so other countries could pick it apart and use it against us. You see, this is a very, very evil woman. But in addition to that, she's a very, very sick woman, literally. Again, Hillary Clinton's campaign is failing, spiraling out of control.